In this video, I'll show you how we can print this triangle in Python. So the height of this triangle is 5, and for the first row we have 1 star at the end. For the second row we have 2 stars. For the third row we have 3, 4 and 5. So we'll take this height as input from the user and we'll print this triangle. Before we move to this triangle, let's take a look at this one. So it's pretty similar to this triangle, the first triangle. So here also we have the height is 5, and for the first row we have $4 and 1 star. For the second row we have $3 and we have 2 stars. For the third row we have $2 signs and we have 3 stars. Similarly, for the fourth row we have $1 sign and we have 4 stars, and for the fifth row we have $0 signs and we have 5th star. So if you see these numbers, then we can say that for the nth row we have, for the first row we have $4 sign, right? So if the height is height 8, then for the first row we have 8 minus n. If the n is 1, then we have 8 minus n number of dollar signs and we have n number of stars. Similarly, if the n is 2, then we have like 8 minus n, that means 5 minus 2 equal to 3 number of dollar signs and 2 number of stars. This triangle, it's a rectangle. We will use 2 for loops. One for loop will be used to point each of these rows, and one inner for loop we will use to print these values. Move to our Visual Studio Code. So let's create one variable height, and suppose it is 5. Then we'll start one for loop. So let me change the size of this. This for loop will point to the each row of this rectangle. So for I in range height, that means this for loop will run for I equal to 0. This one is for I equal to 0, this one is for I equal to 1, this will run for I equal to 2, this will for I equal to 3, and this one is for I equal to 4. For each row we need to print the dollars, and then we need to print these stars. In the dollars we also need to use one more for loop. So for this for loop we can use one different variable. Let's say it is j. In range it will be height minus I minus 1. If you see here, our height is 5, then the I is 0, so 5 minus 0, that means 5 minus 1 equal to 4. So this for loop will run for 4 times and it will print all these dollar signs. Here we will write print this dollar sign. Also we need this and equal to this part, because otherwise it will add one new line or it will move to the new line, but we want to print this in the same line, so we need this part as well. Similarly, we can write one more for loop. So I'm using j for both of these for loops, because after this loop ends then this will start, but we can't use I because these 2 loops are inside this I loop, so we can't use this I again. So for this it will be I plus 1, because if the I is 0 then we are printing it for 1 time, if it is 1 then we are printing it for 2 times, then if it is 2 then 3 times, like this. So we need to print the star. Similarly, we don't need any new line at the end. Once both are printed, both these dollars and stars are printed, we need to print one new line here. Now let me run this program. See that the same this rectangle we printed here. We can also add one space at the end of this both. Now if I run it, then you can see that here it is $4 and 1 star 3 2. This is the rectangle. Now let's move back to this triangle. For this triangle, actually these dollars are blanks. So if I remove this dollar and if I give one space here, then if I run it, then you can see that this triangle is printed. So this is the way that you can find out how we can print any types of patterns. So basically all these blanks are actually blank spaces. You take the height as input from the user. So like print, if I give 5, then it prints for 5. If I give 10, then it prints for this 10. This is the way that you can print this triangle. So I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, and please share it with your friends. Thanks.